is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on last year's national champion, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Gators ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Intercepted in the first drive into the pick.
You usually want to start a game when you come into a hostile environment with a great first drive. Get some momentum, quiet the crowd. Palmer, the exact opposite. On the road, and you make a big mistake early.
Yeah, I love coming into a hostile environment, trying to be aggressive from jump. But that interception was like giving every single fan here in the stadium a triple shot of espresso. They are going crazy right now after getting that interception.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Florida. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting pool and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's complete to the right. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lanier. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, the quarterback got it to his quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the bag and get him down for a big loss.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the game 2 on that throw and catch for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Dances away. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and work right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And watch the offensive line here. They ought to block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. There he goes. Inside the touchdown, Florida. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, the defender beat ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. The return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, Another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, Dave. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with first and goal because of great third down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
Using his feet. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
It's just so nice to have a signal call. We can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Quarterback adapting. Got out of trouble and throws. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets the back moving. Going to swing it on second down. Quick completion on the out route. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide.
He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab, and he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. At the 35, he's loose. Good line on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Gators move the chains on the design run for the quarterback, another facet to this offense.
Yeah, and so many things to defend. You think about the Gators, you think about speed out wide, you think about speed and playmakers at running back, and now you throw the quarterback into the mix, and I think that's when you've seen them have the most success in the recent history. Just a guy at the quarterback spot that can absolutely hurt you.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. There's the pressure. That's caught. It's John. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with his speed.
One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll open the second half with a run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Dances away to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered.
Oh, he's got some space.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's got him. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Gators come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll take it himself. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. He might want another play. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down. Not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a missed opportunity for the defense. An opportunity on fourth down to get off the field, see some of this momentum, give it back to your offense. They just could not bring them down before the sticks.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Wants to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball. But great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Gators moving quickly to the line. On the move. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Miami. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. It's complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Under fire. Firing to the right, complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This crowd, unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. This is a design run. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across and to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Calls his own number. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. A run for the quarterback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? And by going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Florida! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. From the gun. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looking to throw again. He'll take a shot. This This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just know, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the 4th quarter.
They want that clock to run. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Bobo. Timeout called by the defense. 27 seconds to go.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Leaves it with the back. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Touchdown Gator. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's reeled in. It's Henry. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.